Well, welcome everybody. It's time for another segment of MITechNews.tv. And we have with us today the president of Lawrence Technological University, Dr. Tarek Sobh. And I wanted to talk to Dr. Soap today. Mike and I did about sort of the highlights. It's a good time of year to do this. It's the end of the year. And I wanted to ask Dr. Soap, what do you think were the highlights of the year here at Lawrence Tech? So, welcome, first of all, to the program, and let's talk about the highlights.
Absolutely. Thank you, Matt and Mike, for the opportunity. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year to both of you.
Thank you.
It's a wonderful, as always, it's a wonderful time of the year to reflect, of course. We're always reminded of LTU's legacy of excellence, which is really not only rooted in our history, but really in the ever-evolving vision that we share as a community here on campus. Of course, we are all about the students. So most of the transformative events and or accomplishments that have happened last year are in many ways student centric. So let me start with the fun part first. We won another national championship in athletics, which is always a wonderful thing to celebrate. So we won one more national championship in men's hockey this year, which is quite a feat for us, and we're very pleased. We also won three conference championships. Our student athletes are breaking records in the classroom and on the field. We have three conference championships in men's volleyball, men's golf, and of course, women's lacrosse. And we have two national runner-ups, our men's bowling team and our women's lacrosse again made it all the way to the finals game. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, as the CEO of the institution, which I did not know till last year when we won our first two national championships in women's lacrosse and men's bowling, the CEO actually gets a ring. So it was pretty cool having, a athletics college championship ring. But of course, in addition to this, we are very pleased that we have added new doctoral programs. So amongst the headlines and the highlights of the year is the fact that now Lawrence Tech is home to 7 doctoral degree programs, and that's up from 2 only 3 years ago. And the programs that we have added recently include a doctoral degree in health sciences with a focus on medical technologies and health technologies. We've added a very innovative and exciting interdisciplinary PhD program in design and simulation, which will be a collaborative research and development effort amongst all of the 5 colleges at Lawrence Tech. So you will find research topics and dissertations and R&D activities in areas like, for example, design of healthcare facilities as a joint research project between the College of Health Sciences and our College of Architecture and Design. You'll be seeing exciting projects in areas like artificial intelligence applications in management and business analytics as a collaboration between our computer science department and the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Business and IT, and so on and so forth. We also added new degree programs at the PhD level in electrical and computer engineering, and also a new degree program at the PhD level in computer science. We also are going through a revival of our a revamp of our doctoral degree in business administration with a focus on fintech and business tech, financial technologies and business technologies in areas like algorithmic trading, business analytics, AI applications in management, cybersecurity, and such. We are growing our research portfolio very significantly, and that's something we're very proud of. Our total incoming funding from research grants, institutional grants, industry-sponsored research last year has been close to actually $10 million. Excuse me, which is quite a feat for Lawrence Tech and really shows exponential growth in research. Of note within research and development are the incredible progress happening in our Centropolis accelerator at Lawrence Tech. Last grant that we received, literally, and I think you did write about it, Matt, from Eagle, and another grant from the Department of Energy, as an example, focuses on end-of-life recycling and reduced reuse and the circular economy, where we are working as a joint effort between the accelerator, the College of Education, and the Department of Computer Science on a project by which we actually autonomously, using robotic platforms, disassemble end-of-life batteries with a $2.5 million grant with amazing collaboration between our graduate students, undergraduates, professors, entrepreneurs, and the accelerator. And that grant, as an example, is really proposing that the mine of the future for raw materials, including rare metals and such, is not really the mines that we dig under the earth to get to. The mine of the future is the world that we live in, right? And the proposition really is to take all of the recycled material from human waste in general and being able to, not manually, because that's incredibly burdensome, but autonomously using robotic devices and very involved sensors, being able to look at things like old computers and old cell phones and old batteries and old devices and plastic based products and others, and be able to autonomously understand them, recognize them, and actually disassemble them using these autonomous robotic devices into their original raw materials for reusage. So we always have the statement, the mine of the future is the city that we live in, right? Because
one of the more interesting grants I heard of recently, and I know this fits in with your desire to make things as interdisciplinary as possible. It involves robotics and our College of Architecture and Design, where they're going to take low-value waste glass and turn it into high-end architectural tiles.
Absolutely.
I thought that was really interesting.
Absolutely. And actually, we also have, in addition to this, talking about R&D projects and entrepreneurship. We've had our second, I think, startup emerging from the College of Architecture very recently. And the specialization is going to be in the area of 3D manufacturing, 3D printing of structures and houses. And that's something that we're really looking forward to expanding, of course, in the community. Another, area in which we're very proud to have shown progress in during the last calendar year is our philanthropy and alumni engagement. We've had our inaugural fundraising gala actually last May, as you recall, which was able to bring in several hundred thousands of dollars contributions towards student scholarships. And in general, we're seeing our alumni really stepping up and helping the new generation by providing very significant philanthropic support, and mostly in the form of student scholarships. Last year, we have been able to generate approximately $6.6 million of philanthropic contributions from our great supporters and primarily alumni and friends towards student scholarships going forward, which really are making a huge difference in the lives of our students and their families and their communities. So that's another growth area that we are very proud of. The unwavering generosity of our donors really has reached extraordinary new heights during the last year. Another highlight that's pretty cool is our continued and expanding involvement into the K to 12 school and system in general, and in particular the huge expansion of our dual enrollment program, which is basically teaching 100 level classes in high schools as options for sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And our early middle college program. Early middle college is a 5-year degree program by which graduates of middle schools just finishing 8th grade would be spending 5 years with us in the early middle college. And within these 5 years, they would be able to attain their high school diploma and also an associate's degree. So it reduces the time for getting a high school diploma and associate's degree, which is classically 6 years, right? 4 years in high schools and 2 years in an associate's degree, to a 5-year period. But even more, and and more importantly, it really opens pathways for students to continue after these associate's degrees for 2 more years into bachelor's degree program. Last year, and obviously highest year ever, and we're growing big time in this area. We have had over 1,400 students who participated in these initiatives, the early middle college, early college, and dual enrollment courses during spring, summer, and fall of the 2024 calendar year. These are really transformative. I mean, many of these students, particularly from the socioeconomically disadvantaged school districts, really are provided with an incredible experience, during these programs, and are able to see for themselves that college is a very real possibility, and it's a very doable proposition. When we have all of these students coming to campus and seeing students who are only a couple of years, older than them, doing exceptional work within our studios and workshops and research centers and laboratories, it is really an eye-opener, and it encourages these students to not only to finish high school, but to continue and progress in their journey. And we're seeing many of the seniors within our dual enrollment and early middle colleges progressing to be first-year students at Lawrence Tech, which is something we are very happy with. But as importantly, and about 50%, 40 to 50% of seniors within these high school dual enrollment programs do come to Lawrence Tech. But the exciting statistic really on top of that is that 80% of the remaining 50%, meaning 40 other percent, end up in higher education period. And this is pretty impressive. And really it's a life-changing opportunity. Which really means 90% of the kids participating in these programs actually make it to college, which is wonderful, because when you compare that population of students in these 50 plus school districts with the population of students in these school districts who do not take dual enrollment classes, that percentage hovers around 40% versus 90% for the ones who take our programs. So these really make truly a lot of difference. Other highlights, of course, on the global stage, LTU's reach continues to expand. This year, we forged very impactful partnerships with prestigious higher education institutions in Mexico, Jordan, India, Iraq, China, Kazakhstan, the United Arab Emirates, and beyond. And these are, and Egypt, actually. And actually, these very tight relationships is not about only recruiting international students. It's much more rich than that. These relationships include joint faculty research between faculty in these institutions and LTU faculty. It includes summer programming and camps for international students to come here. It includes exchange opportunities for LTU students to go and spend time in these institutions. Just recently, we had several students from COED, from our College of Architecture and Design, joined 2 faculty members, and they went to spend a few weeks within the gaming program in a university in the north coast of Egypt, which was very exciting. And last summer, we had 50 students coming internationally, joining us for our summer camps. So these are really very measured and intentional steps to really on the path to making Lawrence Tech truly a global institution that we're proud of. It's making a difference and really affirms Lawrence Technological University's role as a globally connected university, committing to advancing educational research endeavors on a worldwide scale. Uh, um, Again, our work is noted, and that's something we are happy about. I think our reach in the region and the acceptance and the knowledge and the engagement of our colleagues from industry and the community at large in our Lawrence Tech activities has been expanding very significantly. And I think we're on a path of growth that is actually very unique in higher education these days. I know we all read the same papers, and we are all reading about the questioning of the value of higher education or the value proposition of higher education. And the story at Lawrence Tech is very, very different. Seeing private and independent universities with shrinking enrollments across the board, because of the demographic cliff, which is happening in every state, and because of the discourse about student debt and the value proposition of higher education, not justifying the investment in higher education. The story here really is the reverse, right? I mean, our university has enjoyed the highest starting salary within the state of Michigan for several years running. Our employment percentage is virtually 100%. Our problem at Lawrence Tech is not to find jobs for our students. Our problem is to keep them till they graduate. They get the job offers right after the first co-op or internship. Co-op internship participation percent is in the 90s, percentage-wise. We remain true to our mission and vision of theory and practice, as we always have been. We are unapologetically a school that prepares students for the workforce of the future from day one. And our emphasis on technological eminence, interdisciplinarity, professionalism, of course, in addition to research and scholarship, remains true and stronger year after year. And the employers are recognizing that, and we're seeing growth. We're seeing growth at the graduate level. We're seeing growth at the undergraduate student population. We're seeing growth in terms of the salaries of our graduates, and we intend to continue being true to our professional technological nature. We are a comprehensive doctoral university. We offer, majors in all expected professional disciplines, from engineering to architecture and design to business and information technology to the sciences, and most recently, of course, the College of Health Science, meaning health sciences. And we intend to double down on our professional orientation and emphasis on professional disciplines that mix theory and practice and prepare students for the workforce of the future. Every business is a tech business. Every company is a tech company. And we believe in that. And the fact that our graduates from all of these different disciplines come out very technologically savvy and trained is making truly a difference in our employment outcomes, and we intend to continue doing this.